Last week, it was revealed that the month of January saw the worst inflation increase that the United States has seen in 40 years. 7.5% was the inflation rate just for the month of January for consumer goods. And of course, that puts the squeeze on average American families, people already struggling to get by. It makes things far more expensive, and they start to have to make those difficult choices of, do I actually need this? Because I can't afford everything I could afford even a month ago. At the same time, at the end of last week, the polling aggregates came out showing for the first time that after 13 months in office, President Biden's approval rating, again, aggregate across all polls, the average, is below 40%. And that includes, by the way, dropping down to just 83% among Democrats, which is a very low, believe it or not, approval rating for within your own party. So Biden's in trouble. American families are in trouble. The economy is in trouble. And I know that everybody out there is listening to the administration saying, this economy is growing faster than ever. Things are awesome. They're not awesome. They're not even close to being awesome. Inflation is killing us. Not having living wages is killing us. And I do mean that in the most literal sense possible. People are still making the tough decisions about whether or not to buy food or prescription drugs. And of course, Republicans killed a prescription drug negotiation bill in committee last week in the Senate. Mike Crapo was responsible for that. So no, you can't talk about how this economy is booming. It's growing faster than it ever has, which, hey, sure, looks great on paper, but in practice, it's not working for the American public. So it's not surprising that Biden's approval rating is, in fact, so low. So here's the thing. Is Biden responsible for the inflation? No. No, he's not. But is he going to get the blame for it? Absolutely. He's the president of the United States. He is the guy in charge. I mean, if this were Trump and we were living through this inflation, we'd be blaming him for it every single day. So here's the thing. If they cannot get this under control, figure out a way to make this happen, which, for the record, involves paying people living wages, giving them better benefits, supporting these unionization efforts so that people do go back to work and we start producing goods again here in the United States. We fix the supply chain issues, which of course is playing a huge, massive role in inflation right now. And we fix those supply chain issues by getting people back to work in the United States. But it's not as simple, by the way, as just saying, go back to work, people. No, they deserve better. And until we as a country and we as corporations are willing to treat them better, we're going to be living under these conditions. This is a failure of capitalism here. And capitalism could fix it. They're choosing not to. Because they're doing better than ever. Corporate profits still at an all-time high. So they're not suffering one bit, so they're not going to change anything at all. It's not until they start to feel the squeeze, they start to feel the pressure, and they start to lose money that they might consider doing something different. So until we hit that point, Biden's going to keep paying the political price for this. And of course, the Democrats, by extension, are going to pay it in this year's midterms. Is it fair? Probably not. I'll admit, I'm not happy with what I've seen from the Biden administration, but I think 40% approval rating, I think that's kind of ridiculous. It's not that he's done bad things, it's that he's not done good things. And I think there is a world of difference there. And I'm not trying to make excuses for him at all. I'm very disappointed in what we've seen from these first 13 months. I wanted more. We could have had more. We should have had more. And I know there's obstruction in the Senate. I know it's hard to get everybody on board. There's many things he could do via executive action that he's choosing to not do. So he dug himself into this hole. The economy is digging itself into this hole, but they're telling us everything is great because it looks good on paper. The stock market's doing wonderful, and rich people are making more money than ever. the rest of us continue to struggle. And as long as that continues, his approval rating is going to go down, and inflation is likely to continue to go up. Hey everyone, this is Aspen. And did you know that for the low cost of $0 per day, you can subscribe to the Fair and Balanced YouTube channel? We also encourage you to like, comment, and share, but again, click that subscribe button and help Aspen not be so grumpy.